of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body. Tipped the scales at the middleweight limit, 160 pounds. He's 5'11" inches tall and has a reach of 72.4 inches.
Todd, this is well anticipated.
So here is Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champ.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You know, look at the stars, ex-fighters, ex-champions ringside. That's what these fights do. That's what these venues do.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. And he just missed with that left jab. He misses with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Good counter punching. Can't find a home for that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that lap. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. So close for that uppercut. Do you believe this? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How about Alvarez in that last round? As bad as boxing judging. Come on. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Beautiful counter shot. So much firepower here. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How about Alvarez in that last round? Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a
Great round, great round. Now, relax.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. Hey, those punches add up. Not a defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. There's the bell to start round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Did you see that? Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. They missed with the jab. Perfect counter lands. Which fighter will say no mas? Insane action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
That counter shot lands. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Didn't land that jab. They exchange punches. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Solid punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. In that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. Here comes round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an Andrews man.
Counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round. That was almost... And there's the bell for round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Shot from the gods, they say.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to save with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever pay no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, tell them get it to breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it them believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.